Now, this is the early morning session, and we're talking about the bonds, the Treasury bonds, and how I think that China is playing into the hand of the United States. It's only two things that can happen. Either one, the China weakens the US dollar by selling Treasury bonds, which can be beneficial to crypto, or two, the China protect their yen. And right now, to me, the yen is real low. It's low. It's super low. You can get three shots for $5. Just saying, it is low. But this is the early morning session. I told you guys we're going to start the morning off by doing a major form of calmness, right? This is calm before the storm. This is being calm before the storm. And with being calm before the storm, let me make sure. With being calm before the storm, you guys know what's coming to the market. Now, Bitcoin right now is at 85, almost 86,000. If Bitcoin goes to $86,100 and it stay above that, we are it's starting to become some form of a trend reversal, and we will then come into a bullish settlement or sediment, a bullish sediment. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the crypto market. How do you feel about China and these tariffs and what America is doing with these tariffs? Let me know how you guys feel about it. Because the way I see it is that, okay, the United States is cutting off ties with China or imposing a 145% tariff, right? The Chinese goods are stuck in China right now. So they're exposing a lot of things about luxury brands, and you think it's made in France and it's made in Italy, the finer material, when they themselves, they get it from China and they just say that it's made. So China, what it's doing is, this is how it's getting back at the United States. Okay, you want to charge us 145% tariffs? We're going to start selling Treasury bonds. Treasury bonds is the game. Because when people run out of, when they want to run to safety, what they do is go where? They go to Treasury bonds, right? They go to bonds. When people are running out of risk assets like they're doing now, they don't want to be in the stock market. They don't want to be in crypto. They don't want to be in real estate. They run directly to the bond market, because the bond market, right, depending on what kind of bond you have, offers yields. Yields are things that you get paid out. Sometimes I believe it's every 3 months or every month, depending on what kind of bond you have set up. So it's basically a passive income type of thing, right? So basically, you're giving your state money, or the United States money, let's just say U.S. bonds. You're giving the United States money in order for them to keep up with whatever they're doing, and they give you a dividend. That right there is a superpower. China knows that. So what do China do? China, in the meantime, what they do is simply this. They begin to dump the bonds. What this does directly is it crashes the US dollar. So you understand what's going on. But it's like, that's why I think everyone works together when you come to think about it. Because don't we need the US dollar? I'm in crypto, right? And I kind of want I'm hedging against the US dollar. Bitcoin is a hedge against the US dollar, right? So, and crypto is a hedge against the US dollar. Altcoins are too, depending on what you hold, right? Hopefully you don't hold any Monstra Dow, because that just dropped 90%. Monster Dow just dropped 90%. Check out the scenery, It's relaxing. We're relaxing right now, but we're talking about crypto, right? Because it could get heated. So let's go on to the scenario. So if China is dumping treasury bonds and it's weakening the US dollar, doesn't that make it beneficial Like, doesn't that make it beneficial for us? Does it make it beneficial to us or not? I think that in some form of way that make it beneficial to the crypto market. Okay, and also what this is going to force, and it's funny because, well, it's not really funny, but it kind of plays into what Trump is talking about. This is why I say that, because if it makes the dollar cheaper and it's crashing the US dollar, right, while saving China, hmm, that will make the feds want to hurry up and come and do some form of buyout. I was talking on the channel the other day, yesterday, about $1 trillion buyout. I was talking on the channel yesterday about I apologize, the $2 trillion Fed buyout that may be taking place. Because how else are they going to resolve these things between China and the USA? Either the China is trying to crash the US dollar so everything can be more, right? Interest rates are going to be out the roof, because that's what happens when you dump bonds. And if interest rates is out the roof, what does the Fed have to do? Just follow me for a second. The Feds have to what? Cut interest rates. What do they plan on doing anyway before June? Cutting interest rates. So to me, all the stars are aligning. Just yesterday, what did Trump say? Hey, I'm going to, he already paused tariffs for 90 days and charged other nations 10%, which is still bringing billions of dollars to the US, right? And the same notion, he's been bringing billions and trillions of dollars to the US, but China, to me, they're actually crashing the bond market. So I said, if they crashing the bond market, if they're crashing the bond market, hmm, that may be beneficial to us. And that may want the feds to hurry up and come, because we need an emergency. We need an emergency meeting to say, hey, you know what? We got to bail out. We got to bail out the United States. We got to bail out the Treasury bonds. We have to bail out everything. Just saying. All crisis and market corrections creates bailouts. So to me, that's what's happening again and again and again and again and again and again and again. That's what I see. That's what I foresee is happening. So let's switch the scene real quick. So, with that being said, that's just what I see to be taking place. This is what I see to be taking place. Let me know how you guys feel about the market. Let me know how you guys feel about the market and what you actually think. I think this may be playing in our favor in the long term. I believe that this may be playing in our favor in the long term, and that could be beneficial to the crypto market. But let's just see. Let's just see. Like I say, politics is a tricky game. At the end of the day, they're going to come to some form of mutual agreement. That's what I personally believe. At the end of the day, they will come to some form of mutual agreement. That's just what I see. On that note, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification as well. Hit the bell notification, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification as well. On that note, I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful day. We just talked about how the Chinese dropping or selling a lot of treasury bonds, how that's affecting the United States and how that's going to make interest rates higher. In the same notion, it's going to crash the dollar, which can actually be beneficial to the crypto market in the long term. And it's also going to make the feds want to hurry up and come and do some form of meeting or do some form of cut, right? In the same notion, I think they're going to come to a mutual agreement like they always do, right? This is just the Xiaoming showdown, like I like to call it, the Xiaoming showdown. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about the market if Bitcoin stays above $86,000, $86,100. Then it's going to be a reverse trend. So we might be in a bullish market, right? If it doesn't and it crashes below that, right? Then we have a little bit more to go. We might be coming back down to 74,000. So keep some gunpowder, keep some cash on the side, just in case you have to strengthen in your position depending on what's going on, right? But I have a strange feeling that the stars are lining up. And for what I see it to be, um, he just paused, he just did a tax tariff exemptions just yesterday. And I said, I see what's going on here. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated. It's currently 5:57 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. To some people, it may be Monday night and or Tuesday afternoon. So with that said, I appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Let me know what you think about the market. Crypto dough, put on your seatbelts. It is time to take off. In 5,